And a shot at Grant Park in downtown Chicago, right on the shore of Lake Michigan. Absolutely gorgeous. Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. The Magic made a special trip here for one game back in Orlando for the next one. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
When I look at Orlando, you know, they've got to take a step back and just try to pinpoint where things went south for them this season. They're in a tough spot.
But it's so hard to figure that out in the midst of the season, Clark. You got games coming night after night. There's just no time to figure it out. You just have to try to right the ship and get things moving.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's Payton in at the point.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Kicks it to Vucevic. Gordon up on top. Harris dishes to Gordon. Payton outside. 6 to shoot. Oladipo against Henderson. Good.
Now some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Rose. 17 points for him last game against Miami. Nails the 16-footer.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Washington Wizards.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now here's McDermott, averaging 6 points per contest.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
Orlando, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Vucevic. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
That game nearly got away from them. A little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
You know what? The overtime was a bit of a lifeline for them. Things really swung in their favor then, and they were very strong in that extra session.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
The Magic trail by 7. Payton passes to Harris. Now the feed to Oladipo. Stolen by Henderson. McDermott kicks to Rose. Here's Payton. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Left side, Harris. Can they get it? And the layup is good. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Henderson with a screen on Payton. Rose goes in. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Payton outside. Pass to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Harris. Rebounded by McDermott.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
Noah with a screen for McDermott. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Butler comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. And McDermott drops them both.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Payton drives in.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. His performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Heinrich. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Payton kicks to Fournier. 1:30 left in the first quarter. It's deflected and stolen by Mirotic. Gibson setting the pick for Butler. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Tony Snell's checked in for money. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Payton kicks to Harris. There's a screen. Payton dishes to Roberts. Harris passes to Roberts. Just fine on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Harris. The Magic again can't hit.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Heinrich against Harris. Heinrich outside. He dishes it to Snell. Can't get it to go. The Magic go the other way with it. Payton up top. Here's Harris. And that one's good. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payton against Heinrich. Pass to Snell. He feeds it to Butler. Dishes to Snell. Shoots. Flutter play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
The Magic trail by 5. They've got Noah. Heinrich is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Mirotic in at the force line. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Fournier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench, and I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
Now here's Heinrich. And there's the whistle. It's going to go on Andrew Nicholson. Chicago